So the main message I got here when I was hiking up this trail is you really can't do this wrong. We could be so philosophical and talk about life, or we could just say a particular day. For instance, I'm hiking up Doc Holliday's trail here in Glenwood Springs, and it brings me to think about the story of Glenwood and how this town was originally a stopping point for the Transcontinental Highway or railroad and how the train had to stop here. They couldn't get through the canyon, and because of that, this whole town arose. It's why it's here today. In fact, big Western infamous cowboys such as Doc Holliday, gunslingers, I guess you could say, they would come here, and Doc Holliday came here and used this place to heal, and eventually it was the place that he died. Some say that his body is actually buried in this cemetery at the bottom of this trail, but they were never able to find it because there was a big mudslide, and so his whereabouts are unknown. But it does make you think, and it does make you know that everything is meant to be. So my first tip for you is try to step away from a creative project before you actually complete it. And I can't tell you the number of times that I've done this where I'm just kind of hitting the wall in finishing a song or finishing something, and it just helps to step outside and take a walk. And a lot of times I've found the universe will kind of come in and give you that last little bit of inspiration that you need, or a synchronistic event will happen right at that time that really adds a new dimension to whatever project you're working on. But that's really helped me. So do that. Which really brings us to our next point. Through hard experiences, you only grow stronger. And we've all dealt with hard experiences. We all have our own story. We have all our own challenges. And it's to see that when you persevere and get through those, and not every day is a winning day, but you'll notice, and it's another thing to bring an intention in, that you have more weapons and strategies and skill to navigate new challenges that might come up later in life. For example, right now we're kind of all in this interesting time in the world. But in a lot of ways, this reminds me of when I was back in Japan in 2011 and was evacuated from Fukushima, and a lot of those same concepts of fear came in, was my world ending? And now I feel kind of blessed to have been in that situation because I have new skill to approach situations like the one we're in right now. So I give that to you, so maybe it'll make you stronger and have a new perspective. I do believe this is growth, either way you look at it. The other tip I have for you is see that life is happening for you rather than to you. So many times you can be in an external circumstance and think that the path you're on was not something you expected or wanted. But the truth is, you don't really know the outcome of what will happen until maybe a month later or 2 weeks later. So kind of bringing that intention that things are happening for you rather than to you. And then you'll start to see life that way. When I was younger and I was writing songs, I was always wondering where my ideas came from. They had to come from my own experience, right? So why were sometimes those experiences dark or something that I had no experience about? But really, when I was able to let go of the ego and see that things were happening through me, rather than I was creating anything, that really opened up the freedom of just letting those thoughts come and putting them on paper. And that really helped me write songs. I'm convinced now that it's not me writing these songs or making this material. It's a particular day. And I'm just sharing what the universe has given to me. There's something subtle there. And I encourage you to look more into that. And maybe let me know in the comments below what your own experience of this is. Because it will change with time. And it is.
On a side away and she saw a sign, the way forward.
last message I have for you today is to really bring in health consciousness into your life and really appeal to your personal divine or source, whatever you consider your higher source to be, to help you with that. Make the intention. And it will often tell you in different ways, and it's different for everybody. For me, it was fasting during full moons, new moons, not eating before creativity or working on a project, and that helps me. Doesn't mean it'll help you, but I do believe the answers will come if you do ask. So I hope you get out there today and make some more art, and I'll talk to you soon.
She saw herself sleeping in the zone away, cold away. What we call the creeping, no way, no way.
So again, thank you so much for watching today, and make sure to subscribe below, like the video, turn on the notifications, and share the video if you liked it with your friends and family. We're going to be putting these videos out every week, and we look forward to more creation. Alright, till next time.